Interestingly enough, if you go to Amazon, go to bestsellers on Amazon, category video games, you won't see Spider-Man anywhere on that list. Yet I thought this was supposed to be the best Spider-Man game ever. Clearly it's not thriving, because it's not even on the bestseller list on Amazon, bro. So I don't know what you want me to tell you. You know, you want to sit around and say, "Oh, Michael, you're so wrong. Oh, Michael, you have no idea what you're talking about." Yet you don't want to look at the facts. And the fact of the matter is that it's not a bestseller. So I think it's almost fair to say that it's dying. But you know, that's not even important. What's important is we're talking more about the web swinging. Now I want to show you guys something real quick. This is a clip from Spider-Man 2. Okay, and I'm going to tell you something right here, right now. And I know you're going to disagree. I know you're going to play this little character like, "Oh my God, Michael, you're so wrong. You don't like what I like. I'm going to get the pitchfork out and I'm going to put my boot up your ass." You guys can play that all day and all night. I couldn't care less. Okay? Just because I don't like something that you like doesn't mean that I'm wrong. And we look at the web swinging 2 here in Spider-Man 2. And look at the sense of speed and momentum in Spider-Man 2. This web swinging here in Spider-Man 2 actually has some depth to it. There's some substance behind what you're seeing here. Whereas we jump to Spider-Man PS4 and there's nothing here. Folks, it's style over substance. They've dumbed down the web swinging mechanics so that the masses can enjoy this game just by pressing a few buttons and making everything look really cool. If you're looking for that web swinging experience in Spider-Man 2 that a lot of fans, want to see return, well, you're not going to get it here in Spider-Man PS4. And I know they've said, "Well, we wanted to focus on the web swinging. We wanted to make sure that we got that right before moving on to anything else."
It's the number one thing we knew we had to get right. It's the first thing we ever worked on.
They didn't get anything right. The only thing they got right is, okay, yeah, sure, look, I'll give them this. The web's actually attached to the buildings. Gee, that's amazing, right? Not necessarily when everything else just completely falls flat on its face. Okay, you have webs that attach to the buildings, but do you have anything else going on with the web swinging? Clearly they don't. I went through the entire web swinging, the latest footage, the latest build, okay? And don't sit on here and say, "Oh, Michael, the footage that you went through was just a beta. It's all going to change come September. You're such a negative Nancy. You don't know what you're talking about, boy." No, that's not how this works. If you think that, you are naive. What you see right now in regards to Spider-Man PS4 is what you're going to get come September. And I know for some of you that's a hard pill to swallow. You are struggling to swallow that pill. But I'm right. And you know it. You know that deep down Michael is right. And I know what's going to happen here. After the honeymoon phase is over and you start to see the cracks here in Spider-Man PS4, you might very well just come back to these videos and say, "Damn, maybe I should have gave Michael, some consideration. Maybe I should have listened to Michael because what he was saying at the time just didn't make sense. But now, after seeing some of the cracks here in Spider-Man PS4, it is starting to make sense. And Michael was right. I don't want this to be a disappointment. I don't want this to be this terrible Spider-Man experience. But right now, based off of what I've seen and what we know, it's not looking like it's going to be this masterpiece that a lot of you would love to believe that it is going to be. If they can't even get the web swinging right, which we've already went through, then what's the point of anything else? It can have a decent story. It can have cool costumes and this, that, and the other. But bro, you have to get the web swinging down. And why does a 15-year-old game have better, more complex, more sophisticated web swinging than anything that's going on here in Spider-Man PS4, which is a modern-day 2018 video game? It just makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Yet you don't care. You just want to sit on here and say, "Oh my God, I pre-ordered Spider-Man! It's brand new and shiny." I'm glad you guys are so in love with the honeymoon phase that you're currently in, but bro, this is not going to be what you think it is going to be. The proof is out there. The writing is on the wall already. You just don't want to look at it because you know
You know deep down that this isn't going to live up to your expectations, and you can't live with that.